Did you give her a copy of the complaint before she left? Of this complaint that was now commissioned with the annexures and everything?
No, I didn't give her a copy of the commissioned affidavit complaint.
Why not?
We've never ever given complainants their complaint.
So how would they then know or have any proof that the complaint was filed?
We will normally send the acknowledgement letters to them.
Did you do that in this instance as well?
Yes, I did.
Did you do it on the same day or later on?
It was on the following day, the 9th, after we...
All right, she came here on the 7th, the 8th you went to the police station, and then the following day, the 9th.
That's when I sent her the acknowledgement letter.
Did you inform anyone that the Chief Justice was waiting for the complaint on that day? Or did anyone speak of the fact that the Chief Justice was waiting for this specific complaint on that day?
No.
Did the Chief Justice know about this complaint on that day?
Not at that time.
Now, you sent her the acknowledgement of receipt. When did you then bring it to the attention of the Chief Justice?
It was around the 11th, if I'm not mistaken, when I contacted the office manager in the office of the Chief Justice, Ms. Andiswa Mtombeni, to ask her about whether I would be able to see the Chief Justice during that time. I don't recall what was the discussion, but I only got a response from the Chief Justice the following day when he sent me a WhatsApp text to say that he heard that I've been looking for him. I wanted to give him a complaint, a new complaint, and he had said that I should come the following day. If not, I would have missed him, and then I will only be able to give him the complaint the following year. I mean, the next year, which was the January, yes.
Because it was a holiday season, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So did you then take the complaint to the Chief Justice?
Yes, on the 12th
of December.
Yes, on the 12th of December, the following day, I went to the Chief Justice.
After you gave him the complaint, do you have any knowledge of what happened further to this complaint? Did anyone contact you again about this complaint?
After I gave the Chief Justice?
The Chief Justice, yes.
Okay, I met with the Chief Justice. I told them that this is the complaint that I wanted to give him. It related to the sexual harassment. It was against Judge President Mbenenge. Chief Justice took the complaint and said that he will read it and revert back to me. And then we parted ways.
Yes?
Yes.
And then, did you hear anything from the Chief Justice again about this complaint?
He called me again. I do not recall the date when he called me, where he informed me that he had misplaced the complaint, and therefore he had requested me to ask Ms. Mengo to do a new complaint in the form of an affidavit.
So he requested the complaint to be in the form of an affidavit. The first complaint, the first time on the 7th, in what format was that complaint?
It was in the JCC complaint form, which a complainant usually used to lodge complaints with.
So now the Chief Justice requested you that she must do it in an affidavit form?
Yes.
Was there anything else that he requested you to request from Ms. Mengo regarding this complaint?
Yes, the Chief Justice mentioned that although he had read the complaint, it was very difficult for him to know as to which screenshot related to which event. So he said that I must ask the complainant to cross-reference the complaint together with the screenshot so that it will be easier for other people to read, as well as the JCC members. If I could say, to the JCC members, if the complaint were to be referred to them.
What did you then do after the Chief Justice phoned you regarding this misplacement of this complaint?
I then contacted the complainant, Ms. Mengo, informed her that the Chief Justice called me to tell me that the complaint I had submitted was misplaced, and that he requested her to do a new complaint in an affidavit. And then I also mentioned that the Chief Justice said it was very difficult for him to read, although he had read the complaint, but it was very difficult for him to see as to which screenshot related to which event.
Sorry, I forget Victoria. Excuse me. You said after the complaint was typed, the following day it was taken to the police. Sorry, I'm sorry. Let me repeat. Maybe it didn't come out on the record. You said after the complaint was typed, the following day and finished, the following day it was taken to the police station to be commissioned.
Yes, on the 7th, that's when we met with the complaint. We finalized the complaint and we printed it. No. On the 7th, that's the day we initially met, Chair.
Yeah.
And then the following day, that's when we printed the final complaint and the screenshots.
Yes.
Which we took to the police station to commission.
Yes.
Yes, Chairperson.
That I appreciate.
Yes.
But then you said you went to after the CJ said he had misplaced the complaint. You said something like you then had to redo the complaint on the JCC form.
I didn't get that part, Chair.
What happened after it was said, the CJ said it was misplaced?
That's when I called the complainant to inform her that the Chief Justice said, he called me to tell me that the complaint, he had misplaced the complaint, and that he requested that you do a new complaint in an affidavit.
By completing the form?
No, not the JCC complaint form.
Okay.
Now she must do the complaint in an affidavit.
Okay.
Yes, Chairperson.
Okay, all right.
Maybe the confusion was the first one was on the complaint form.
Yes.
But when she had to redo it, it was in an affidavit form.
Yes.
I think I had the other, I thought it was the other way around. That's why I got confused. So
Okay.
my apology.
No problem, Chair.
Sorry, so you told her that he also indicated that it must be cross-referenced.
Yes.
What happened then?
Must I continue, Chair? Okay. She informed me that she did not have an objection in doing the complaint, but she informed me that she did not know how to do. She didn't have an affidavit or know how to do an affidavit. So, as and when we were talking, I asked her to give her her full names, her age, the court where she was working, and the court where she was working, the judge, and all of that. And then I scribbled that, and then I told her that I'll prepare. I'll just do a draft affidavit for her where it will contain the personal details, and the part where she, as the deponent, and the commissioner of oath will commission after she has completed the complaint, the affidavit, because I left. It was just that information. She just had to write it. And then she agreed that I can do that for her, and then she will continue with the complaint.